Scotty, instead of saying the old kind of Joe Fan routine where it's like Doc Halladay had to go down and fix his stuff, like, do you have any other kind of recent examples of a stud pitcher that just kind of lost their way? And what did they do to get it back? I don't know. I can't personally think of any examples, but like I guess the question is, what does this guy have to do to get his game back? Is it like I always wonder, what does the minors do? Like going down to AAA, what does that do for his mechanics, his overall play? Why facing those guys would be better than big league hitters? Like I just wonder what the solution is or what they're thinking the solution is.
Yeah, every once in a while, you come up with a genius question. And look, I mean, that's there's so many things to unpack there.
What do you mean once in a while?
Every once in a while. He's right. Yep, every once in a while.
I mean, I don't know if anyone's going to fight, with regularity if I said that, but, it was a compliment. I think you should just take it.
Yeah, chew on that compliment. Go ahead,
Good
Scott.
question. Yeah, so, I mean, the idea of giving him a break in the minor leagues, it's just this game is such a results-oriented business. So you can go down there and look at the process more than results because it doesn't matter. So that would be the idea there. And, the Halladay question is interesting because every time it's been brought up, kind of around the ballpark, I say, yeah, Roy Halladay did it. And there's not a lot of other examples. I think a real good one off the top of my head is Max Scherzer. I know he had to go down after coming up with Arizona early in his career. It wasn't for a long time, but it was kind of a similar situation a little bit with the command. He was walking a lot of guys. I know that. So, it's just to kind of give them a mental break. And that's where I kind of sit right now wondering, if they have to do something, which I would say, I don't know that on the verge would be the right way to describe it, but another dud or two, and you're going to have to kind of start looking at something. And, it's no coincidence they've lined up Bowden Francis in the minor leagues, who's probably their best option right now, which is not saying a lot if you had to replace Manoah. So he's pitching on the same day down in Buffalo right now, and that's no coincidence. So I don't know that the answer is the minors. I don't know that it's, just some sort of phantom IL stint. So if you send him to the minors, he's got to stay down for 10 days at least. If you IL him, he's got to be gone for 15. You can work in the bullpen here, again, away from the spotlight. If you ask me, I don't think it's getting better until the stuff returns, until that he finds that tick of velo and is able to, get his fastball back up over the major league average. And along with it comes, a little extra snap on the slider, a little extra confidence, things like that. Until I see that velo return and that stuff look as sharp as it did last year, I don't know that it's just a confidence thing or a mechanics thing. So, like I said, I don't think there's an answer. And with the Blue Jays not having, ready-made rotation options like, say, the Atlanta Braves or, the LA Dodgers or something like that, you just kind of roll him out there and hope he, can put together 5+ and give you a chance to win right now.
Scotty, what if it's a pitch clock issue? Then what?
Well, then you got to find a solution. And, there's obviously not a lot of easy ones in that scenario. And look, I mean, I've had people say to me too, they think he's out of shape, and that's really kind of affecting his mechanics as well. When you combine that with the pitch clock, the faster pace, I know people don't want to hear that in this day and age, but, when he comes in looking a little bit different than he did last year and the stuff is down and he can't hold his mechanics, can't repeat his mechanics, I think everything's on the table right now. And, yeah, you got to find that stuff. You got to find that repetition with the delivery again. And, yeah, you got to figure out, how to deal with that pitch clock and up the pace. And I thought when he was at his best last year, he pitched with pace, he pitched with intent, and he kind of, controlled that pace. And you definitely don't see that this year. And I don't think it's just the pitch clock, but like I said, it's a snowball effect of so many different things. And that's why they haven't been able to fix him for 2 months.